Okay, so we're working on a weekly overview. January 8th, 2023, New Year. We're gonna talk about some charts today. Look at some stuff that we've been reviewing over the week. I got Byron in here. I got Strauss. I got Chris. So we're gonna look at some stuff. Zay will pop in here when he can. If he is, he's will be flying somewhere right now. He's traveling like a madman. So we'll take a couple looks at some charts, some of my favorite charts, and review some stuff that we looked at last week and see where it played out, and then we will press forward. All right, so first thing we were looking at was gold was wow, my baby. So we talked about it getting into this level. That's the thing. The last thing I put on here was look to make a decision at this decision making area. So some stuff that I'm seeing, I usually don't ever come down to the 4 hour, but I'm coming down here because I'm seeing a lot of RSI movement. So everything's being overbought right now. There's a lot of people buying this up, and the last time it came to this spot and was way past the RSI, as you can see here, it dropped off. So very similar. I'm pretty sure once this breaks above here or gets close to what we're talking about, that's how we'll get that pullback that we're talking about. But it'll probably pull back to this area and not in here. So that's something we'll watch when we get here. If it unless it just decides to just drop now because it's above it, that's what it could do. But we were expecting this to come here and pull back anyway. It's playing around a lot right now, so as you can see. But this is a spot where we're talking about making decisions because of what happened here in the past. Here, here. This has happened. I drew this back when I was still drawing like boxes, instead of just drawing lines. So we'll keep the box because it's sentimental here. Anybody got any questions? We're looking for this to continue to buy. That's what we want, but this might give us a pullback that we're looking back for. As you can see, it's giving us a lot of things for within the channel. I didn't draw this channel yet because it looks kind of funky. I was looking at some stuff for SPX 500 too, seeing what we were trying to do. It's sitting in this channel. I mean, not this channel, but it's some consolidation a little bit right now, especially on this 4 hour. Daily looks a little bit better for, I think somebody talked about a head and shoulders last week with this strong wick, the press it down. So it might be finally coming back here and giving us our final touch here to this neckline that we have. Let's draw it here. So we have a neckline, probably retest here again. We go cross. There, that's better. Maybe better. Let's put it. What do I like it at? I like it better here because it has a lot more hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, more hits on a daily. That's better. And 9, this one's here. So we'll look to see it come back to this spot here and give us our pull down for us to come down to this level that we were talking about. So if we can get into this trade, SPX actually looks pretty decent incoming for a trade. Let's look at the RSI. RSI sitting level. Let's look at it on the weekly, see what's been going on. We had Doji push out. So this would be the candle that gives our decision making. So might fall into another buy again, honestly. So that'd be something to watch for. I've been trying to get this thing to come down for a minute, huh? I
That
think they've
is
been
a
trying to,
nice looking inverted if it does, though.
yeah. But it's like people are trying to make sure it doesn't do it. On a monthly, the last month it was giving us it was pretty strong here for this
Mm-hmm.
railroad. So it's also engulfing. So like I said, I'm thinking it's gonna come down. I got it coming down in here. Not all in a month, but at some point in time, it's coming down to this level. So this is just a good spot for us to finally get to do it. It's at the level. So anything crazy going on in the hour? Nope. 4 hour? Nope. Nope. And nope. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this to finally bounce off of here. If it blows past here, this level, then we're looking at bars finally. But I don't think it's gonna blow past it. It's rejecting this area for a bunch of times. Next pair, I don't trade that right now. This is what's the name's baby? And GN. So like I said, I was gonna be more consistent with GN this year. Still have it coming out to this area. It's still doing that. Everything we said before, this was like playing out between October sometime. So we got our final Head and Shoulder finished. We got the retest that we wanted here in November, and it's been falling for the last month some change. So yeah, it's always been 2 months since the move happened. So that's why we were always being slow and patient about these trades because 506 is pretty good chunk of money for us to have to wait for that time period. Remember, we're following everything on a daily, and we're following everything on a weekly time frame. So we're not too worried about waiting. Yeah. What else are we doing here? Not looking at that pair, and I'm looking at one more pair. I think it's US 30 USD. Let's look at it. So I missed out on this one. I wanted this to drop last week. I think we mentioned this talking about if it came to the spot. Let's look on a daily. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was looking at this candle here because it was yeah, that's what happened. So I looked at this candle, saw that it was engulfing here at a level. So I thought it was coming down because of this neckline and it blew above where we were. So this might influence my decision making for SPX because they basically follow the same suit, it's just at a higher time frame and a lot more volume. So that's something to watch when you're looking at these pairs. One pair might give you one indication in a different pair, like XPS might give you an entirely different one depending on where they're sitting at. So if this one's already in the future telling me that it's not going to do with, let me put this as a flag real quick. Where are you again? There we go. So if XPX is doing, show me here, but this is above or this is below that neckline, and then US 30 is already above that neckline. That's something I need to watch to see how it's going to influence how I trade. So I had a feeling that was going to come from here and then come down to this level, but it came down here for that day, which I would have made some money off that day, but then ultimately I would have lost. So 200, I made close to 300 pips off of that day, but ultimately I would have been down about 400 or something if I would have stayed in that trade to here. So that's good to always watch what you're doing and watching these trades. I would have to see again why they stop here and what is going on with these. Is there a lot of coming here and stopping? Looks like it. So we had a bunch of indications. I should have probably saw that ahead of time. There's been a lot of, this has been a good heavy spot. Looks like not back here, but here it happened. Here. So that's probably why it happened. I missed a pretty strong retest or a what's the name level. This one been dead. This one died whenever you see inverted Head and Shoulders and Head and Shoulders developing, remember what you're supposed to be looking for. The Head and Shoulder is only good the moment that we get a retest back to the neckline. So that's something I always, that's why I keep this here to remind people that we had a Head and Shoulders. We thought it was going to come back above here, retest this neckline, which is here, and it continued upwards. It literally came to the top of here, touched it, formed a double top, and then started dropping. Formed a double top, retested the neckline of it, as you can see here. Boom, neckline of the head of the M, and then dropped. So it turned into an inverted head shoulders, quickly flipped around and turned into a double top, and then gave me a retest of the neckline. So if we would have saw this neckline retest, it would be like, oh yeah, it's a retest on the neckline for a double top. Let's just take buys. I mean, take sales, and we would have been good. So yeah, we've been good. So let's take a quick option, or let's take a quick look at US 30. Make sure that we're seeing the same thing we're seeing for XPX 500, and then making the right assessments for this stuff. I keep trying to sell this off. What am I selling this for? I know why. Anybody got any thing? You got anything, Strauss? So I can stop sharing
Uh,
here.
I could talk about GA and
Yeah.
just a few ideas on that.
Hey Strauss, you mind piloting for me if you go to UJ?
Yeah, let me run through these and I'll do that.
Cool.
So right here we got GJ, and so GJ is right on top of structure right now. As you can see, GJ in the past has come up, broke structure right here, came up, built up on structure. And as you can see, it's been a minute. It's been playing around at the same level. Broke above this level, came back down. So I'm having 3 hard rejections right here off of this structure. So basically inverted, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You still had a pretty good time to get in on it. Zay has now entered the chat. That's good. So right now I'm looking at inverted. Unless it breaks below this, I'm talking buys for GJ, which is one thing Zay's been talking about for a few weeks. Then back to GA. So GA, what I've been looking for is to see what we're going to do at structure. You see back here, the channel I was following most of the beginning of last year. It broke below that, immediately came right back above. Well, when it broke above, it came retest, rejected off that same structure again. Now we're back at that same level. I'm talking buys on it right now because I'm looking at a triple bottom. Unless it breaks the bottom of this, I'm in a buy for GA.
Yeah, I see the same
So
thing.
you go down to a lower time frame. You got a few different hits to that same level. And then right now, making a morning star off of it, waiting to see how the close goes. This close is good. Yeah, I'm in a buy. That's gonna go for quite some time. Because you're talking about we're at the bottom of this double bottom right now.
You
Bottom
also
of the double bottom, and at least riding it all the way up. The only other side of that is if it holds short of this structure right here, and then that could be a sell. Because if it holds short of this structure, it's going to make a huge head and shoulders, and then it can finally be coming down to retest the imbalances down here. So 2 ideas for GA, GJ. GJ, we've been waiting on a buy for a while. With both of them flexing like they want to buy, I'm bored buy. Y'all got anything?
only thing else I saw was like I'm trying to see there's a almost failed hammer that's sitting on the month of GA. That's the only thing it's like doing like Kingston of this armor, but I see the same buy that you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm waiting for breaks of structures. Breaks of structure, that's gonna make up my funnel for me. I mean, we're sitting right here at the bottom, so even if you got in right now for a buy, you're talking minimal stop losses. So, I mean, right now you're in a safe place. You got plenty of gas for a buy, but
Talking close to what 70, almost 80 pips stop loss.
yeah,
80
you talking
pips
about just to the
to
neckline.
700 to get back to. If we got back to the spot where we were at, we're talking about 720. If we go to where we think it's going, it's probably going closer to 900
Yeah,
pips. So
I mean
80,
that's
risking
that's
80
a
to
good
make
risk.
900 is a great risk to return
Great
ratio.
risk. GJ, you looking at shit, bigger figures than that. It reacts to that, your next structure that you're looking at is up here. So what you talking?
Looks good to me.
From here to right here?
Come down a little bit. Yeah.
Well, just if we get in where we're currently at.
Yeah.
That's your next big structure is right there. I think it looks good. Chris, you wanted UJ, right?
Yes, sir. If you drop down to the daily, at the end of the week, on Friday last week, we finally got a bearish engulf with two with two nice wicks to the upside from the green previous candle and then the red
Dig it,
candle
dig
on
it.
that day. We are also at an important support level. If you look back, if you zoom out a little bit back towards June, it's been at this level 3 previous times where it found support. So
Mhm.
what are signals? We got strong bear volume. I'm looking for it to break through the support level, retest it, and keep on going down. So we're gonna see. Yep. Look for confirmations on your smaller time frames. I swing trade. I trade the week. So we just look for our confirmations on a 4 hour, 1 hour, and we good to go. But if it breaks that support level that it's at, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some good moves we looking at this week, that's for sure. I know we got a little news. So Monday's pretty quiet, but Tuesday I'm looking at some news for AUD. GBP is going to be much later in the week, but Powell's supposed to speak to no Tuesday. Powell's supposed to speak Tuesday. CAD has some news. I mean, should be moving pretty decent this week.
Yeah, we're done with the NFP stuff.
Yeah,
So
I'm always happy about that.
and ooh, UJ on a monthly looks horrible. Everything looks these sales are crazy right now. That's a whole lot of pushing down. It's gonna have to slow down eventually, right? I hope that. I hope so. You don't have 3 months of you just taking a dump.
Mm.
It's happened before. They've taken big losses like this before, so happened back in 1998, looks like. Happened back in fucking 1992.
Yeah,
It happened fucking in 1985. It took a dump for like 10 months straight. So I guess it's not it's done it before. It's taking multiple dumps. Where is it going back to though? That's the question. You said you got to go back down to 125.
yeah, that's that first big structure that is going to hit right here.
So you're looking at a good loss. Well, good profit for you. So
Yeah,
go ahead, drop that chart if you got it in the channel.
that's all I got, man.